on the front row along with Doug Miller as the field moves down into turns 3 and 4. 25 laps will be the distance from the Auto Works Figure 8 division this evening.
All right, Dave Andrews, the race is now underway. The Auto Works Figure 8 division tonight's Colin Chevy Geo Radio feature. Let's join Frank Scott with the live call.
Well, thank you very much, Dean. And it's been kind of a different night out here tonight at Louisville Motor Speedway. We did eventually get the public address system working, and we've seen some fine racing tonight. Moving into turns 3 and 4 on the first lap of the contest now, it's car number X79 out front, Gregg Witt. A great battle back at second place as several cars begin getting sideways through that intersection. Car number X13, Doug Miller, now challenged on the inside by the number 90 of Rusty Kelly out of Brandenburg, Kentucky. That's the battle back at second place right now. The number X8 of Charlie Harts now looking to the inside of Miller, moving into turns 3 and 4. As now we've had 3 cars come out of line near the tail of the lineup. Jim Berry, along with last week's feature event winner, the number 42 of Tony Anderson, and the number 89 of Rick Kelly. Looks like all 3 of those machines are going to rejoin the lineup. However, Kelly spins again in the 4-turn portion of the speedway. The field moves back down through the intersection. It's Gregg Witt in the X79 out front, followed by Rusty Kelly in car number 90. Tony Anderson squeezing through the intersection as they move back into turns 1 and 2. Gregg Witt in the X79, your race leader, collecting lap number 3 at second place. It's Rusty Kelly in car number 90, but it looks like Kelly's machine has a hood pin loose on it. The hood dangling on the second place automobile right now. And look out up in turn number 2. It looks like several of the mid-pack cars, Doug Miller, Rick Hine, and Roger Vincent got all shuffled around there. And then our race leader, the number X79, collides with the X51 of Jim Berry at the intersection. The X clears out. We're back to racing, Dean.
My goodness, it's been action-packed so far. Rick Hine was trying very much to pull off a victory tonight so he can move up in our top 10 rating on Friday. It doesn't look like he's going to do it now. We have 4 laps down on the board. The number 90 of Rusty Kelly is now out in front as he inherits the lead. Rick Kelly going for another spin outside of turn 3, right there in front of your race leaders. As we come down for lap 5, currently running second is the number 8 of Charlie Harts. The number 5 of Sergeant Chuck Barnes is holding down third, while we see Danny Blackwell currently in fourth in that number 77 machine.
Charlie Harts now is the official race leader, although the scoreboard has not been changed to reflect that. The Mike Deroff's Amco Transmission Center pushing to win Racing Chevrolet. Charlie Harts is your new race leader. Running at second, car number 90, Rusty Kelly out of Brandenburg, Kentucky. And then it's the X88 of Tom Winters in the lineup at third place. Tom has 3 feature wins to his credit during the 1991 racing season and is currently at third place and well within striking distance of the lead. Good battle back at 4th and 5th now between good old friends there, the X5 of Chuck Barnes and the number 77 of Danny Blackwell. So we'll have to continue to watch these 2 race each other now into turns 1 and 2, along with the number 41 of Buddy Vertrees, Dean.
Bud is sporting a new look this week as he had put together a new car for the figure 8 division. He now slides into the top 5, or at least tries to. He got around the 77 of Danny Blackwell there momentarily, but then loses the momentum. We have 8 laps away in this Auto Works figure 8 division. Coming to you live tonight on your Colin Chevy Geo radio feature here on 62 WTMT Louisville. We are 8 laps away with your leader still, the number 8 of Charlie Harts.
Okay, and Charlie Harts again has the Mike's Deroff's Amco Transmission Center pushing to win Racing Chevrolet out front. And again, we're watching the battle back at the number 4 and 5 position between 2 longtime friends, Danny Blackwell and the number 77, the Banquet Table Buffet Racing Chevy Impala, and the X5 of Chuck Barnes and the Suburban Auto Mart Racing Chevrolet Impala. Again, that's the battle at 4th and 5th, although Blackwell now enjoys about a 6-car length advantage over his nearest competitor as they move off into turns 1 and 2. Charlie Harts out front in the X8, moving down through the intersection, driving a smooth, comfortable race here tonight as he begins to reel in the number 42, Tony Anderson, last week's feature event winner. He got off to a bad start in this event, though, and is in danger of going 1 lap down to our race leader, Charlie Harts, as he scoots off into turns 1 and 2. Running at second, the number 90 of Rusty Kelly. We said a little earlier, Dean, that his hood had been dangling on his car, and finally it came completely off, and that was probably a good thing for Kelly because he can now see out his windshield. Right now, he's being threatened coming out of turn number 4 by the X88, the 3-time feature event winner this year. Tom Winters has ace glide off into turns 1 and 2, and the number 77 of Danny Blackwell is currently in the number 4 position right there. So actually, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are all pretty much bumper to bumper as they move down into turns 3 and 4. Dean?
The major change that has occurred has been in the 5th place position. Buddy Bertries has now taken over 5th place sole possession as he moves down to about 12 car lengths in front of the number 0, Raymond Johnson, who currently holds down 6th. Right on Raymond's bumper, we find the number 86 of Jeff Roberts. So those two continue to battle it out for 6th as Buddy Bertries continues to reel in the field. He is moving up quickly now on the number 77 of Danny Blackwell, who's holding down 4th as we come across for lap number 13.
Problems on our 3rd place running automobile, Tom Winters, who spins his machine out of the 4th turn area. It definitely looked like the right rear tire went flat on his car as he pulls down to the infield. Now he's going to attempt to get back in the lineup. I don't know if he knows that right rear tire is flat, and his chances of getting across that intersection very fast are slim and none. Race leaders come around, and Tom Winters goes 1 lap down to the field as they move off into turns 1 and 2. 15 laps completed, 10 away from a finish, and Charlie Harts in car number 8, the Mike Diriff's Amco Transmission Center, pushing to win. Racing Chevrolet is out front. Moving into turns 3 and 4.
Got a battle now going on for 2nd place as Danny Blackwell pulls to the outside of Rusty Kelly in that number 90 machine. Rusty still maintaining the handle for the moment, but not to be counted out is the number 41 of Buddy Bertries. He's right in there with them. They're almost door handle to door handle going into turn number 2 right now as Rusty Kelly pulls out a little bit now to allow Buddy Bertries and Danny Blackwell to battle it out. There goes Raymond Johnson and Jeff Roberts locking bumpers and going for a spin into turn number 3.
The incident occurred going into turns 3 and 4 as the number 0 of Raymond Johnson appeared to be headed for a good finish here tonight, and by that he could have maybe taken the point lead away from Tony Conway. But it looks like Raymond has spun going into turn number 3 after connecting bumpers with Jeff Roberts. Those two cars are absolutely stalled, and Raymond's chances for victory are down the tubes, so to speak, as well as getting the point lead back. Yellow flag coming out for the number 0 of Raymond Johnson down in turns 3 and 4. The 86 of Jeff Roberts also still connected up with him. The yellow flag has come out. Your race leader is Charlie Harts in the X8.
So while we got this break in action, let's go ahead and take this radio break. We'll be back with more of the AutoWorks Figure 8 division after this message.
And the green flag is out, and Danny Blackwell gets around Charlie Harts for the number 1 spot now. Charlie needs to just settle down and be calm and hold on to the number 2 position right now because he's really headed for one of his best finishes during the 1991 racing season right now. As a matter of fact, it looks like he's gained a little ground on Danny Blackwell and may actually maybe challenge him for the lead. However, is now challenging Charlie Harts up along the outside as the number 41 of Buddy Bertries. So he is right now battling to keep the number 2 positioning on the field. As they come out of turn number 2 on lap number 19, the number 41 of Buddy Bertries gets around Charlie Harts and takes over the number 2 position on the field. Out front, it's the Banquet Table Buffet, B&R Speed Shop Racing Chevrolet, the number 77 of Danny Blackwell. Moving off into turns 1 and 2. Car number 41, Buddy Bertries, runs at 2nd. Charlie Harts goes 3rd. At 4th now, John Basham getting around the number 90 of Rusty Kelly. And that's your top 5. Dean?
All right, we're 20 laps away in this event here, coming up on 21 now, as the number 77 of Danny Blackwell goes a little wide there into turn number 4. That allows Buddy Bertries to get around the side, and looks like Blackwell may have cut down a tire, Frank Scott.
Right rear tire went flat on the Banquet Table Buffet Racing Chevrolet of Danny Blackwell's machine. Our race leader, 2-time Figure 8 champion here at LMS. Also the same problem on Roger Vincent's car as he goes mowing the grass over there in the infield over in turn number 2. And car number X5, Chuck Barnes, also pulls off to the safety of the back straightaway as well. Well, out front, car number 41, Buddy Bertries, with 5 feature wins to his credit during the 1991 racing campaign, is your race leader. 22 laps completed, and another minor altercation over in turn number 4 involving our point leader. And the idea here for Tony Conway is to not get too crazy over these final few laps of the contest. He can leave the track tonight with the point lead still well intact if he just comes away with a finish here tonight.
The yellow flag's going to come out once again as we were awaiting the number X55, Jack Mann, to restart his machine. He was unable to do it in a timely manner, so therefore the yellow flag had to come out. Also, there's a big piece of debris out there on the track that a couple of the cars just run over, and that could be a contributing cause to the cut down of tires. We've seen about 4 cars cut down tires here in the...
Won 6 features during any one certain racing campaign in the figure 8s here at Louisville Motor Speedway. So Buddy Vertrees may in fact set new history here tonight. Just after taking the green flag with less than 2 laps to go, the number 41 of Buddy Vertrees jumped out front. 2 cars spun going into the first and second turn. The number 41 of the number 1 of John Basham along with Buck Skaggs got sidelined but then rejoins the lineup. The white flag is out though, and Buddy Vertrees in car number 41 is your race leader. Charlie Harts still showing up at second place and is headed for a very good finish here tonight. Running third, it's Rusty Kelly in the number 90, and Calvin Crane emerges up inside the top 5 as well as they head over to turn number 4. Coming around and collecting his 6th feature win of the year, the number 41 of Buddy Vertrees. Calvin Crane edges Charlie Harts for second place. It was Harts across the line at third, and winding up in the top 5, the number 90 of Rusty Kelly and the 54 of Tony Conway, the current point leader.